That's on its go. It's going on here. That's going. Okay. Okay. We are live. We are just getting our Facebook is live now too. Now the only problem with this thing is I had to have my husband come and help me. And I'm making him his Christmas card. So yes, very sorry about that, but it's quite funny, isn't it? So hopefully you can hear me all right this week. Last week some people said there was a little bit of problems happening. So this is who I am. There's my host code for December, and online you can catch me on Nettie's Facebook making cards or YouTube Classy Creative. Now I'm normally at 8, but we've had lots of things on with Christmas, so I'm running ahead a little bit of time today. So if you join me, you join me, and if you don't, you don't. And whoever wants to get a copy of my beautiful husband's card, I will give one away tonight, not both of them. So last night I gave one, but it was so funny because the lady that got it sent me a message saying her on-screen name and then sent me a message in her off-screen name. So then I wrote 2 cards and envelopes to send to her, and she got one in the mail, but now I've got one with a stamp, so I've got to undo it gently and post that to somebody else. So this is my husband's card today. I don't know if you can see that very well. I see how I've just taken this out of the middle and raised it. So I took that out of the middle and then I put the plaid on. Oh, isn't it just beautiful? I love. Very easy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, probably only ladies, but it's for my gentleman husband. So we did use a hell of a lot of things. So I've used the nestle dies, and I've just got my little, I brought this on eBay, don't tell Stampin' Up, because I keep losing some things. So we are going to use that one, put it in there. That's the only one we used from the nestles. I was thinking of this, but it was took the whole card out, so it was too much. Alright, and I have stamped out my trees. So we've used, on the Peaceful Evergreen dies, we have used these trees, 1 and 2. Okay, but to make it quicker for you, I've just done it with, I've done them already cut out ready. So on the Peaceful Season dies, these ones are really nice. You can get them as a bundle. I've put them on as separates because not everyone wants the bundle. And I haven't even used these yet. And gosh, they'll all go out. But I've used this, the Merry Christmas. One's popped still in. So you cut your outside in white and your top in the green. So they're really handy to have. I like those. Even when they go, because these were in the magazine, they're probably in April, these are out of stock. So you go on to the site and there's last chance. When you go into AnnetteFalconer.stampinup.net, you will see a last chance and they will be on it. And I would say maybe in January the trees will. I did show you that one. That's the nestled edges. Now, I've also used the trees and stamping, and we're going to use them. And then there's a little bit of glitter here. Now you can't really see it. It is under here. I've done it and made it shine. But, can you see it there? No. Yeah, you can. Did you see it shine then? See? Isn't that cute? You can't really see it in the light as much. And I've used a couple of the sentiments from here, and I've used the plaid. So let's get cracking. The plaid, look what I had to do to remember. I often forget to remember what my platform is, because it changes when you put cutting dies to when you cut plaid, and you can't put them too high. So I've put my this mat underneath, and then when I put it through, it'll be the right height. So just be wary. I've got the Stampin' Up Big Boss and Little Boss, but I tend to use my Sizzix, which is a automatic one, because I do a lot of cutting for my classes, and so therefore I find it easier. So we're using Mossy Meadow 8. I will get my Mossy Meadow cardstock and my trimmer. Okay. Right, now I have told you before, we often make a lot of our cards 5.5, right? And you do this and then cut them in half, and that makes, when you fold it together, it's 4.25. So this one, because this is it's not a landscape, often you can do them like that, which is a nice card too, but I'm doing mine as like a tent, where it stands like that, just for a little manly card. So this is, so it's 4, so our whole sheet, if you have a look at this, our sheet is 8.25. So we have to go 4 and 1/8. So that's just, as I often say, 1, 2. Centimetres, it's 10.5. Okay, that's a piece left for another day, because I did have a second piece and I cut it up. I saw a card being made and I thought, oh, I'll make that, but I got halfway through it and I didn't like it. And we're going to 11. Okay, and with that, now put that right down the bottom, because remember last week I sliced off, keep these, because these are really handy. We needed a scrap for after, and I'll show you after why I needed that scrap. But keep them all. I keep a little glass, and all my spares I put there, and then I can use them for words, everything. So we're going to score at 5.5, because 5.5 and 5.5 is 11. And we've got their light brown one down, so we're going to score with that. So this is a very simple card. It's just a little bit of the folding to get through it. Okay, right. There is cutting, but I've already done it. Okay, I've got my envelope. I've got my piece I told you about here. Very vanilla. At 3 7/4. It's nearly 4 and 5.25. Okay, and that's my top mat, and then my inside mat is 5 by 3 3/4. So that was 5 by 5 7/8. Sorry, and that's my inside mat, which will go inside the card there. We don't do that till we've stamped it tonight. And so there's my envelope. And over here I have already cut out, there's a bit of scrap as well, so if we didn't, I'm going to use this one because it's already lined up in the nice right style. And I've got 2 trees in green and white, and I've got Mossy Meadow and cream, I should say. Now I've done this in white because I wanted it just to pick it up and make it a little more stand out than all the cream. I thought it might sink, I don't know. And I've got the white tree, so that might look right, but you'll have to tell me what you think when we get there. Alright, so just pop all that aside, and what I'm going to show you is the next part of what we're doing is, oh, look at all the back of my room behind me. Oh my god, all my Christmas presents are there, getting all ready for Christmas. Okay, so that's my stamping. So this is the front of my card. Okay, and that will be just going in like this, right? It's just a little bit round each side. And what we're going to do is get our nestled edge, and we're going to cut that out. So in here. Now, I am just going to, I might bring that over. a big one and show you. Alright, wobbles your desk though, that's the only reason I don't use it a lot. This is my big boy. We put our white mat down. That tells you when you get the machine, if you join up, this is the best thing to get with it, because when you pay the joining fee, you get like $200 worth of stock, plus you get specials, and this is worth if you're a starter, because the dies are easier to get done. I only use my electric one because when I do classes, I'm cutting for six people, and I'm making 6 cards. So it's a bit bigger and it's a bit harder to do. So I'm going to place that there. Now, you can use tape, but because it's not really a big thing, I'm hoping I don't move anything. No, I didn't. And I'm missing something, aren't I? I might see if that will fit in. I think I've forgotten one of my other pieces. So I'm just going to put it's just a piece of die paper from, and now my die won't move. It's just a little piece I got online, a magnetic sheet, just to stop me. And I don't think that's strong enough really. Let me have a look. Did that work? It did. So I just got that on Amazon, I think. It was 2 pieces and I just cut it in half. It came big, but it helps me because I don't have to worry about it dropping off when I'm trying to do lots of little ones underneath. So I'll just pop that down on the floor. Whoops, sexy. Me button popped, but you can't see that low anyway. Alright, so we're going to be stamping with that and pop that back on my die. Now we're going to put this through the plaid, because I didn't want plaid on here because we're going to stamp it. So I can't sort of see if anyone's on yet. There's no one. Oh, okay. Oh, we've got a few on Facebook, have we? Alright, so I'm lining that up so my plaid comes down directly on it. Now, that should go through my big boy, because this is the big one. And always put, see that edge there? Don't put the open edge in first, because the air will build up and it'll pop and buckle that. Now, I don't know if it's not down enough. So I'll take that. Let's put that one in. And that. And that's too much. See, you've got to work your... I wonder if it'll help with just one. That's it, that'll go through. And crank, 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 crank. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm going to have to stand up. Oh, I have done a little bit of it. Force it up. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, that bent that a bit. Now I've done it. Oh, here I was. I've told you wrong. Push that through there so it goes down the other way. Hopefully gets it back to normal. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to have to sit the machine on top of it and hopefully hold it down. So you'll be very careful of that. Oh, thank God no one saw me do that for a minute. Anyway, so there's our plaid. Now, our plaid we can just stick down because we're not going to use, that just goes flat on, and you might have to use a little bit extra glue. Now, Move that out of the road. You'll know the instructions if you want them. They are actually written on the introduction. I'll be making too many cards. Alright, so there's quite a bit on that because it is quite hard with all that plaid. So remember that you just have to use a bit more. Alright. Alright, we'll just let that sit for a minute. Alright, pop that there. So since we're at this stage, we'll do the stamping. First of all, we are going to use another emboss, which is funny because I used to think, why have they got, that's called embossing, and then you turn around and you emboss again. And so I thought that was a bit weird, but that's the way they call it. This is the embossing kit. And I'm just going to clean off this, put some of that on, some Versamark, get a stamp, and find on here there's a bit of snow. Where are you, snow? There you are. Okay, and I'm just going to put some snow, so I'll have to get a longer one. I'm going to do a couple of bits of snow on this side. Oh, piece of my hair got on there. So snow there, some more Versamark, and snow down there. I might put a third one so it comes through the trees. Gotta love it. So I've got someone on, say hello. I see a viewer. If you say hello, you can have the other card like this. But at the moment, the first one's going to my husband because it's just for him. Right, so I'm just going to put some of this on top now, and then we'll heat it up, embossing powder, and that will pick up. Can you see that now? No, it's a bit hard to see, but once I put the powder, this on, put those out of the road, clean it up after. Right, so I have got my little noisy thing here, and for about 2 seconds I'm going to see how, can you see that heating up? How to make it. There it is. See the snow? That's the embossing powder. Isn't that lovely? I'm easily amused. You've heard that before. Right, so now we're going to use, I'm going to be still using these ones. We're going to do some trees. And I think I only used the one tree, which was good. And we only use the top along with, just making sure that's down properly, just jumping up and around. Where are we? So here's my Mossy Meadow. I've been so busy today, I took one of my twins out to help me with the shopping. So this is double stamping. So first of all, I'm doing a double stamp on this side, and then I'm doing the second stamp's there, and that comes out lower like a shadow. And another one there, and a lower one there. And while we're doing that, I will do my inside piece, because in my original card, so the person that's having a view, please jump on and I will send you this card, even if you're in America. So in this one we did it again here. Okay. And his shadows there. Again on the envelope. how easy is that? And it looks so cute. Remember to do it not landscape but horizontal, okay? Now, where else? We've got the green. We might as well put that other stamp on while we're at it. And we're going to use from the Peaceful Seasons. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. That's what I said to my husband. We've been married 40 something, 43, 42. So I see a viewer, please, I see a viewer from, not from Facebook, but I see a viewer in YouTube, and if you please private message me, I will send you this card. So, how's that? Look how easy this card is. It is really simple, but it looks special. And so it's not too tizzy for my husband, because if I give him some of the cards I've made, they're a bit fancy. He likes all my cards. It's so funny because whenever the twins, my twins are my last children, I've got 5, and my last 2 are twins, and they are turning 16 in January, and I make, in the beginning of the year, I make a whole lot of boy cards with skaters and bike riders and things like that, and they just go through and grab them all for their birthday and Christmas. Mother's Day, they go through my store and they give me one of my homemade cards from them. So at least I know they've gone looking. Alright, so this one we're now going to put inside here. And that's done. See, I write inside on the back, especially in my classes, because sometimes they're a different... I think I've actually done that one. That glue is in the bin. Here it goes, in the bin. And we'll get out another one. So my kids love my cards. All their friends get my cards. And then, like, we had weddings. We had a couple of weddings and I had to give out wedding cards. But then one of my oldest sons came to the wedding and he'd forgotten to bring anything. So he took one of my wedding cards and he gave it to them. And I had a really special one I'd made them. So look at the glittering on that. That's really cute. And now when we put this in here, I didn't want to lift it right up with the too high. So all I did was I did a piece of scrap on the bottom. Alright. I glued down a piece of scrap on the bottom and another piece on the bottom, just to give it a little lift out of the top of that. And then I put just a bit of tear and tape, because if I put those big other things, make sure it stays there, I put a few pieces of tear and tape. So this card is so nice. I love it. I love a simple. I don't normally do simple. I start out with things. I thought I was only just going to use the trees without all the extra added stuff. But by the time I start making the card, off I go, and I've got 4 things you need to do it. But you don't. You can just use your stamps. So I just put that in there and it will go straight back into that spot. But then it's not got the plaid, and you can see there's, if I hold that up there, you can see a little bit of the green that shows it that it's sort of sitting above the card instead of down flat. Oh, guess what, I've got to put my trees on now. Okay, so I'm just going to get my, I don't know if you've got these, but there's silicone mats. This is great because you can wash it. Oh look, there's a bit of stuff on there. But this is good for your glue, because you don't end up having so much. So I'm going to get my green tree, which I've die cut, and if you have a look in and when you've done your die cut, you've got some pieces in it that you just have to push out. I'd got most of them. There's another one up there. So you just have to go through and make sure they're the white ones. There's one there. That's it. Push them all out. So now what I'm going to do is just gently, you can put a bit of, I'll show you a good trick, okay? I'll do it like a tree, and just like this, okay? I'll just do it like a tree. Alright, and so you can lay it on there, on the correct side. Don't do it on the back side, oh, I just did. Okay, and run it through. And it just picks up some, otherwise you can use, see this? So you just put it through till it picks up what you need. I just need a little bit more at the top. Okay, and a little at the bottom there. And that just helps you spread it more. That's going to go, I'll put that over a bit more and cut that out because I wanted that. Okay, see how there's a little bit on the side? That's okay, I'm just going to cut those wee bits off, but I wanted it there. So now we're going to do the white, and I'm going to do the same. And push it up and down the white, grab up all that glue, and it's quite evenly spread that way, and that's going to go over that a bit and down there. Okay, so put my hand on there for a second, and don't forget to send me your address. The first person who does gets the second card. The first one's for my husband. Now I need to clean my sticky fingers from that. And the good thing is you can clean your little mat like this and it's not going to stay sticky. Okay, it is fantastic. Alright, now I'm going to turn it because I'm going to dry it, because I'm going to actually do a little bit more of that. I actually can do this piece without it. So I've got my cut out Christmas from most things and my die. So what I do is just do this one by hand. So I don't want to pull it out of, come on, I don't want to pull it out of shape. So I'm just trying to get the glue going a little bit. Yeah, that's better. So just a little wee wipes up and down it. You don't need much because it'll squish out the sides. Alright, you got to hold your breath. Don't talk too much and you'll get there. Alright, so Christmas on Christmas. And hold your mouth the right way. Come on. Get my little pick and move that up there because he's jumping off. Okay. And just gently take it along where you're spelling to. And that's your eye, and I think that's meant to be there. And I must add, I got a little bit of glue on my finger. That's alright. Alright, Christmas is down. And that's just the fiddly part done, guys. Let's move that over. You've got a few seconds to move things around for Christmas. Now I must have a look if I've got a little green dot here anywhere. I'm looking. That's not the right greens. That's not the right greens. So, dear. What have I got? Oh my goodness, Stampin' Up! You get so many. These are all in at the moment, the hearts. They're with the, a package I really like. They're with the, oh, they're special. It'll come to my head, don't worry. Alright, so I think on this pack I might take one of these smaller ones to put on as the eye, because you can't see the eye as in Christmas, and everyone needs a Merry Christmas. And I think that one's a nicer one, just a tiny little eye there. How's that? And I'm going to put it on this one that missed out. And that's the eye for above, the eye in Christmas. That looks cute. You meant to put 3 bling blings, but because it's my husband's card, I don't want bling bling on it. Alright, so what are we up to now? We have just got to put this on, and this I have put on with dimensionals. The little ones. Oh, I've got so many packets sitting here. Where's my ready to run roll? Here we are. Alright. Oh, I had another one looking, but no chat. Oh my goodness, maybe nobody wants one of my cards, eh? What do you reckon about that? This one. 2. And a 3. And that's as much as we need. And I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm not. Look what I forgot. What did I forget, guys? My Mary. There's my Christmas. And I just have to do my Mary. So, out of here is a little Mary in Peaceful Seasons, where we got the Christmas and the sayings. And there's Mary there. And this time, oh, I better turn it up that way, because again, I should have done that when I was doing my stamping, shouldn't I? We're going to do the embossing powder again. Alright, so I'm just going to clean this off. I'm going to stamp with my Versamark. Oh, grab my mouse. Oh my goodness, what a day. We aren't sticking very well today. Let's get a couple of good stamps on that. You can get refills for these, which is really good. I did refill it a wee while ago, so I'm just going to put Mary down there. And as I've already got some stuff left on the bottom, all you have to do is this, across the top a couple of times, give it a tap and a flick, and it gets off. Now if it doesn't all come off, in the kit you get a brush. Okay, so you can just clean it up, and I'm going to give that a little bit more and let it, yeah, that's better. I like that. Alright. Alright, let's stick that over there. Clean it up later. And I hope you've all finished Christmas shopping. Got ready. And there's our Mary. And I'm going to just cut that down and take just a little bit off the top. You can make it as big or as small, and I just want it to come out right from the edge, and I'm only gluing because, as I said, I want the Merry Christmas to stand out, or the Christmas to stand out, because that's so cute. So here we go. The end. It's done. I did have to move it up a little bit because that was there. Okay, so if you want this one's for my husband, and this one, someone, whoever's watching, private message me on Nettie's Card Making on Facebook, and I will send that to you. Even if you're in the States, if you don't get to use it before Christmas, you can, the first one to ask for it will get it. Whoever got Rainbow Kitchen Cozy Corner, hello. Well, you're our first Rainbow, and if you would like this card, it's yours. So I'm just going to type to her. If you want this card, PM me on Nettie's Card Making on Facebook. Okay, there you go. So if you do that, the link I've put there down is called Nettie's Card Making on Facebook, and I will post that to you. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you like the card when it arrives. I'll put it in the mail tomorrow for you. And to everyone else, I hope you have a really good night. And oh, Elizabeth, hi darling. Oh, you've just got there and I've finished, so it is cute, and I'm glad you got yours in the mail last week. And as I said, I wrote 2 to you. I said in the front, I wrote 2 to you, and now I'm just waiting for somebody else, and I'll use that envelope to send this card. But Rainbow, I'll have to fold this in half so I don't wreck it. You'll iron it down or something at home, so you can send it to one of your friends or give it. Alright guys, I don't know if I'll be on next week. We're getting near to the end of, nearly to Christmas. I might be on, but I will do a card from something in the catalogue, unless my pre-order stuff comes and I can do something from there, because we've got a new lot of cards, exclusives coming out again. So, and the mini catalogue, sorry, that's what it was. The mini catalogue comes out. Not that mini. Well, I get swamped with Stampin' Up, but this is coming out, and I brought a few things. I'm not allowed to show you yet because it's not available till January. And when you do that, you get celebration gifts. I'm not allowed to even show you all of that. So I've done my pre-order, so I have some of the stamps in here. So next week, if they've arrived before they arrive this week coming, I'll make one from there. Otherwise, we'll use our old catalogue and do one from there. So, okay, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Okay, thank you. Bye. What are we doing now? End live video.